Hi, I'm Andy Martin here at Artistic Artifacts in Alexandria, Virginia. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to be making some serger chain tassels to add a decorative flair to your project. This is one of the projects that you, or one of the things that you can make with the serger. A unique aspect of the serger is that you can sew on air. You do not need fabric to make the to use the serger, and so the serger is essentially going to be braiding the threads together to into a serger chain that we will then use to make the tassels. So if you come over here, I'll show you the setup for today. We're using the BERNINA L890, and I've got it set to the 3-thread rolled hem. We've got the standard tension settings for the lower looper, upper looper, and the right needle. We're at a stitch length of 1.2, no differential feed. This is all the standard setup, and in the thread that we're using today, we're using 2 for the needle thread, and the upper looper we are using Polyfast, which is a polyester thread from WonderFil, and then in the lower looper we're going to be using the WonderFil Dazzle, which is a variegated kind of a shiny thread. So we're gonna we've got that all set up here, and then all we're going to do is put the presser foot down, and you'll press on the foot pedal, and it's going to start to make a serger thread chain. And then we're just going to continue to make the chain so that we have enough to make, to wind around a card, and then to make the tassel. So here we go. I've got a little bit of the chain already started here, but we're just going to press on the foot pedal and let it go. I do keep tension on the, to keep pulling the thread chain out, so that it doesn't get bunched up underneath the presser foot.
Kind of addicting.
It is. It's kind of addicting. Now, for demonstration, we're going to just go ahead and cut. Now, what I have here, I have a piece of the razzle thread that I used at the beginning that I just cut off, and I'm going to snip the thread here to pull some threads so that we can make the tassel. So I'm just going to cut a length. It's a little over a foot long, there. Now what I would do is then, and really you can make the tassel any size that you want. We've got the larger tassel or a smaller tassel. It kind of depends on what type of project you're going to connect this to, and what the right size and scale of the tassel is. For today, I'm just going to take an index card, and I'm going to lay that piece of thread over the top of the index card, so that it's right there. And then I'm going to take the serger chain, and I'm going to wrap that around the card. And that might be a little too long for the tassel. So if you would like a shorter tassel, you can also do that on the short side, and just keep winding around. And you would just keep winding all of the chain that you have. When you're going to want to stitch as much of a thread chain, again, depending on how full of a tassel you want. So for this tassel, it was quite a bit of serger chain that we had to stitch for that. Once you've got that wrapped around, then you're going to take that thread that you laid across, and you're going to tie that in a knot. And I just do a right over left, left over right to secure that serger chain. And now we're going to have a bunch of loops. Slide that off the card. And again, now we have all the loops. Then I'm going to take that second piece of thread, and I'm going to take the end, and I'm going to put that toward the top. Then I'm going to take the bottom or the end of that thread, and I'm going to lay that to the bottom. So now I have a big loop of the thread. I'm going to hold that so that the loop, that's going down is now in my hand, and I'm going to wind. I'm going to get it down so that it because again, now I'm going to create this little poof at the top area here. So I'm going to wind the thread around that to create that tassel, or that top effect. So we're just going to wind that around. And again, wind that as many times as you need. Then we're going to pull the top, the thread that was at the top. We're going to pull that through if it cooperates. Let's start again.
You need to do it on the thing, so you've got.
Yeah. So we're going to pull that through so that now it ties up into a nice knot. And then I would trim that and trim the other pieces here so that we're all cleaned up. And now this is where you can make a decision about how you want the of course I cut it all, so we'll do it again. Up, and down, just wind that thread over around it. Then you can pull that thread through. Okay, then we can trim. And then you can decide, if you want to snip the loops or if you want to keep them like this. Today I'm just going to keep, for the demonstration, I'll keep it this way. If I was going to snip the loops at the bend of the loop, I would put a little dot of fray check before I cut, to make sure that the loops don't fray. I didn't do that on this tassel, and you can see how the purple thread has frayed a little bit. And so I would I think if you like this look, that's fine. If you're not, but if you want something that's a little bit more, this is how it looks if you don't, cut the loops. And then again, this one was cut, but again, it's a slightly different thread, and so again, it's all stayed together nicely. So this is a really quick and easy way to make a decorative element that you could then add to another project. You could make this put this on your keychain, put it on a bag, just wherever you want a little decorative embellishment. So thanks for joining us today, and I look forward to seeing you next time.